Gamora had been having quite the off day, and it all started with her friends being turned into demons. The Guardians of the Galaxy had been hired to take down these weird black, gooey symbiotes that had infested a Kree moon. Gamora had just taken one down, as she noticed a smoky cloud demon hovering over Star-Lord. "Peter, get down!" she shouted, but it had already started. Horns sprouted from his head, a gaping mouth opened and a tongue sprung forth. His hat mask seemed to merge with his face. A shrill scream of pure pain let forth from his gaping maw. "Interesting," the smoky figure whispered. "His celestial DNA seems to be mutating him even further. How intriguing." Gamora jumped and slashed her sword straight through the smoke. "You monster!" she yelled. "What did you do to him?" "I perfected him," the smoke replied as it was forming back together. It turned to Star-Lord, or what had used to be Star-Lord, and whispered, "Infect everything." A shrill roar echoed out in response. At that, the other Guardians had finished off the symbiotes. All of them turned their attention to the demon that used to be their friend. Then Drax's voice rang out. "What happened to Quill?" "Drax!" Gamora said in exasperation. "What? It's a valid question," Drax replied. "No, it's not," Rocket shouted. "It's pretty obvious." Then turned to what used to be Quill. "Oi, Quill, you look weirder than Drax." "Hey!" Drax interrupted. Just then, the demon that used to be Star-Lord lunged at him, zapping him with his gun hands. Lightning flashed throughout his body. Drax let out a scream of pain. Then his body started to transform, like Peter's had only moments before. "Oh God," Gamora whispered, then shouted, "Rocket, hold them off. I have a plan." Rocket replied, "Okay, just take Groot." Then flew towards what used to be Drax and Star-Lord. "Take this, freaks!" Then shot them many, many times with his massive gun. Gunshots rang throughout the area as Gamora, with Groot on her shoulder, ran to the ship. Gamora placed Groot down on the top of Peter's large speaker and started looking all over the ship. "Where is it?" she muttered to herself. In the distance, she heard Rocket scream out in pain, and she knew she was alone. Rocket had been turned into a demon. She finally found what she was looking for, Peter's mixtape. She turned and plugged it into the speaker, then cranked the volume up to max, and was about to press play when a demonic figure rocketed towards her, and with red flames shooting from his goat feet, circled by crackling blue lightning. Star-Lord crashed into her, pinned her to the ground, and took aim. She thought, "This is it. The galaxy is going to be consumed by this demonic plague." And maybe, in a different universe, it was. But from behind her, a little high-pitched voice said, "I'm Groot." And Groot pushed the play button, but not before lightning crackled through Gamora's body. Through the pain, she heard, "Come and get your love," play, and saw the humanity return to Peter's eyes. Then everything went black. She awoke with all the demon guardians huddled around her. "Quill," she muttered. Oh, great, you're alive, and you're you. I was worried that your strength of will and, Thanos' mind game trainings wouldn't be enough to make you, and we would have to all fight you." "Shut up, Quill. Did you do it?" Quill replied, "Well, you see, I figured you needed to expose the demons to the things that they love. Then they and their human side would take control again.
I am Groot.
Groot interrupted. Yeah, get to the point, Quill, Rocket translated. Right, so I showed Drax a picture of his family, and Rocket something that went boom, and the legendary Star-Lord saved the day again. Gamora rolled her eyes, and then realised that she had more than two, then looked down at her body and realised she was a demon too. Ah, fuck.